All right, so I've had this same conversation over the years. It always comes up because people really overvalue this person. They're super overrated, and it's Batman, right? Is literally the most underpowered superhero in the world. He's a good detective at that. That's pretty much it. He does great cop work, but we herald this character. Well, I don't, but some people herald this character as the alpha, the omega. Let's be real here, right? We're not talking about writers writing for Batman. We're talking about the character itself, right? Compared to other characters and him dealing with issues all the time. The most number one things people say is Batman with prep time can beat anybody. And I think that is like complete BS. It's also a cop-out to always say like, oh yeah, he's Batman, he can do it. How many times have you heard that? He's Batman, he can figure it out. He's Batman, he can do anything. He's Batman. So let's break down why Batman is the most overrated character of all time. And you just have to get over it. First off, for someone who always has a plan, who's always prepared for any scenario at any given time of any given hour and every given day, this man can't seem to figure out petty crime in his own city. Like, you've seen Batman get touched by common criminals before. They've gotten their licks in. Like, Batman's been pieced up. He's not infallible in combat, even though he has like over 1,000 martial arts and he's at the peak of human conditioning. And the peak of human conditioning is not like as great in comic book and writing standpoint. Sure, you can bench press 1,000 pounds. A grizzly bear will yoke Batman up, but we're not talking about reality. We're talking about comic books, right? We're talking about the things he has to deal with. Let's look at his lineup of villains. And this tells you everything you need to know about why Batman is a joke. Okay, so if we think of Batman's main villains, right? Who we got? We got Joker. We got Ra's al Ghul. We got the Riddler. We got Bane. We got Cobblepot, Two-Face, Scarecrow. Those are the most iconic ones, right? But as this goes on and on and on, you know, you got like Black Mask, Brother Eye, Calculator, Calendar Man, Deadshot, most legit one he's got, Killer Croc. Batman runs into Killer Croc in the suits the wrong hour. Batman is 100% getting yoked up. The League of Assassins, Mr. Freeze, legitimate threat. Solomon Grundy, legitimate threat for Batman. Talia al Ghul. First of all, like a good 80% of this roster you barely ever see, right? So the main ones have already been highlighted. Okay, so a dude named Cobblepot, who is a short penguin-looking dude, is a villain for you. He has an umbrella that shoots things, and that is somebody you have to deal with on the regular. He's constantly causing mayhem in your city. Then you got, which is I think the funniest one. This is just a dude who tells riddles. He tells riddles, man. Yo, let's look up some riddles. Hard riddles. We got, all right, here's a riddle. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with wind. What am I? I'm not gonna say Batman can't figure it out, right? Because it's just a basic. I'm pretty sure the riddle is coming up with like way more complicated things. That right there will fuck up your whole week. Everything you're doing in Gotham can be destroyed by just a riddle. That is a real threat for you. A guy in green tights with question marks with a question mark cane who tells riddles. What? Then we can get to the most iconic one, right? Because let's not even get into Bane, the roided up luchador, because he's just really bright. He's Batman intellectual, equal or superior in his own universe, and he's pieced him up, right? Let's talk about Joker, the failed comedian. He tells bad jokes, right? But no, the thing about Joker is he's unpredictable. So you mean to tell me that this man, Bruce Wayne, Batman, can have plans to stop the Flash, right? Because apparently Batman's got the keys to everybody in the Justice League, right? Martian Manhunter, Superman, the Flash, who moves faster than the speed of light tens of thousands of times, who literally has his own dimension of speed he can run in, whose brain also operates on the same speed hardware, right? He is speed. He is Lightning McQueen. You have plans for that guy who can end anything you've ever done in an octosecond. Like before the neuron sends the signal to your brain that's happening, you're already gone. But this dude, the Joker, you can't figure out. He escapes Arkham Asylum like every week, and he's ruining your city. The people got no respect for you because you can't figure out this one problem. They're gonna say, oh, but you know, Batman, his solution to the Joker would be to kill him. But if he kill him, he'd be given what the Joker wants. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. If you want to solve crime in your own city, get rid of the person who's causing it. Dude, his sidekicks. This guy is the worst father figure ever. Like how many Robins we've been through? What happened to Barbara Gordon? He can't even watch kids, but we expect him to watch over a city? We expect him to be the guy we call on a moment's notice to take care of the problems? Like, oh, if the Justice League is getting clapped, call Batman, he'll figure it out. He can't even babysit. Now, despite the fact that Bruce Wayne cannot deal with petty crime in his own city, he hasn't figured that out. Like, you know, grand larceny happens every day in Gotham. You know, people getting mugged left and right, stores are getting robbed, people getting stabbed, you know, a clown runs around, a guy who tells riddles is crazy, a penguin dude is like, besides that, that's just like the fragility of the character is also just another thing that we just seem to gloss over, right? And I love when people bring up the Superman versus Batman conversation. And that's always been like the bulk of like what me and my best friend Jordan, whenever we've had these conversations, it's like you're really talking about a man versus a guy, not some normal, like Superman pretends to be one of us, right? He's always Superman. He doesn't have to put on a costume to yoke you up. Batman has to put on a costume and get his utility belt and all his gadgets. Batman needs his money. Superman don't need his money. And granted, he may need the sun, whatever, but he's just always Superman. There's no like Clark Kent, none of that. He's just always Superman, period. And I love how people big up Batman's intelligence to be like the greatest thing ever, right? He's the smartest person in DC, or at least in the Justice League, to the point that he has solutions for everybody. And as we just pointed out a second ago, the man can't even solve petty crime in his own city. Gonna keep bringing that up, but he is able to beat Superman, right? Because he's able to outthink him. Okay, so people like to downplay Superman's intelligence all the time. Like Superman's an idiot. You know, he can't deal with Batman. Okay, Superman gave Batman a kryptonite ring to deal with Superman in case Superman got crazy and went off the chain. Batman would be able to stop him, right? Okay, so you mean to tell me that if Superman has decided, you know what, I'm done taking care of this planet is trash, I'm here to square up. That's it, Batman, we going down. You mean to tell me right now that Superman is gonna get in like any like vicinity of Batman knowing he has kryptonite? Bro, I can be anywhere on Earth and I can hear your heartbeat. Like if you got trapped under rubble and you couldn't call for help, who are you calling? You're calling Superman. Lark, help me. Like, you calling for me to come get you. My breath can freeze you. I can give you pneumonia with I can make you have hypothermia just by going. I have laser beams that burn as hot, if not hotter than the sun. I have to shave with those laser beams because my hair is that much better than you. Like, it's that strong that I have to shave with laser beams, heat vision that burns hot or hotter than the sun. Not only that, I can just look at you, use my x-ray vision to look right through your eyes, and that one little fat part of your brain, Bruce, that part right there that handles all executive thought, the prefrontal cortex, whatever you want, I can just cut it out with my heat vision, and you're just not, who are you? You can't make decisions anymore. You're a vegetable now. You're done. Before, I don't even have to lay hands on you. I don't. I could just go beat up Alfred, and now you're depressed. And in my favorite scenario, which is like, Jordan came up with this, and it's just so funny when you think about it, is that Batman's got to sleep, right? Like, he can't just stay up all the time, even though he's trained his body to be able to run on as little sleep as possible. Eventually, he has to sleep. Right, let's say it's 2 a.m. Batman's gonna go lay down. He's gonna take like an hour, 2-hour power nap, right? Get his energy back. What is Batman gonna do if Superman decides to just fly into space at 2 a.m. and start throwing meteors at Earth? What plan does Batman have for that? Logically tell me that in the comments. What does he have for that at 2 a.m., 2:01 a.m. when he's getting to that deep REM because now he's falling out? What does he have when meteors start being thrown at Gotham? Or granted, I could just not throw meteors. I could just move the Earth 2 centimeters, 2 inches, and now you got solar radiation, nuclear winds. All this is coming down. The ozone layer is being torn apart just by moving it a centimeter, a decaliter, whatever it is, decameter, or the smallest unit of measurement. Everything is screwed. The axis is turned over. I could go destroy all your businesses, and now you have no money. How are you funding? Where's your superpower right now? You're a cop who has a lot of money. Where's your superpower at? It's gone. Like, if Batman were to catch a kidney stone, if he was to catch a kidney stone, yo, his whole week is ruined. My man has to eat. I don't have to eat. I run off the sun. I eat to make you feel comfortable at dinner. You can't go more than 30 days without water. I don't even need water. He could tear his ACL running the wrong way. Whole career done. You know, he's got to take some time on the sidelines and do some physical therapy. Call the bronze coach or whatever, a trainer to take care of him and just like get like a massage gonna work that out. He's so frail. And there's so many instances of him being frail. All right, so during the week, while this video was being edited by Josh, some more evidence to add to Batman being the frailest has come out and has been revealed to me via comic book strip. So let's get into that. So pretty much when I look at this is just showing you how Batman gets sun on the regular. You got Superman here and all he says is, and speaking of which, it's time we left as well. He puts the cape on Batman like he's his son and then literally scoops him up, flies off, and then Batman is just like, bye. This is like literally your father coming to pick you up from school at 3 p.m. after you're done and just like, come on, son, let's go home. You will never catch Superman being carried as hard as Batman is, and that is the metaphor for this. Batman gets carried religiously 365 days a year. Like, let's just bring up when he was getting clapped by Villainess.
That's going to cost you a rib.
Let's bring up when Captain Atom just walked up to him and just said, boom, dead. Boom, you're dead again. Boom, boom, boom. Where was the plan for that? If he just really committed to that right then and there, what were you doing? All right, so let's actually watch like Batman.
Thinks he's the greatest superhero in the universe. 'Cause it's true. Boom, you're dead. Boom, you're dead again. Boom, boom, boom. That's all it would take. Sir, you are crossing a line. Even the villains must buy into it.
The best part about this for me is just like the sequence of Batman getting wow. This is great.
Your deluge of destruction is over.
Oh, this one right here, my man just playing with
Your
weather.
wicked winds wane tonight, weather wizard.
Oh. She's flying through space and he's just put on a suit. This is like full Dragon of Batman. It's just like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? She's like just dropping buildings on you left and right. Like, what are you doing? Like, dude, stop talking. You telling me he's weaving that?
Don't get me
Telling me
wrong.
his grappling hook
Batman
moves
would
that
make an
fast?
awesome
Bro, you
cop.
crushed. You're
Thanks.
crushed.
But a
I love
superhero?
this thing
Come
so
on.
much
That
because
takes superpowers.
it is such a very aware piece on how trash Batman. We're talking about a man who arthritis is a very real problem for him. His joints? You telling me them joints is good? He's taking a lot of falls, a lot of beat. You seen old man Wayne? He need that cane. Peak physical human condition ain't lasting that long, is it? I think we just... I think as we go on, like, and really think of this character and understand, we've allowed ourselves to believe that this dude in tights is the answer for everything in any comic book scenario, anime scenario, video game scenario. And we've allowed these writers and certain fans to convince us that this very mortal man who can catch a kidney stone, he's got to have fiber, can get constipated, micronutrients, he needs smoothies to keep himself going. He needs to constantly stretch or his muscles are getting tight. Arthritis is a very real thing for him. Tendonitis is a very real thing for him. He could catch Alzheimer's. This person right here is a joke. But that's just a theory. A game theory. Let me know what you think about Batman in the comment section below. Do you think I'm dragging it too hard? Are there any real scenarios where you think Batman comes out on top and he actually, like, without the help of writers writing that thing in, like, does he really win? Do you think he can really beat Superman? Oh my god. It's such a joke. Let me know. Thanks for watching.